Coincidences. Who among us has not experienced them? Those seemingly casual encounters, those small, inexplicable moments in which life suddenly falls into place in a way that defies rational understanding, and yet seems to carry a meaning in the depths of our consciousness that eludes the intellect. When we speak of coincidences, we inevitably must speak of Carl Gustav Jung, the world-renowned Swiss psychoanalyst who went far beyond the limits of classical psychology. He called this phenomenon synchronicity, seeing it not merely as a psychological tool, but as a window into the invisible patterns of the universe, into the subtle connections between the inner life of the human being and the outer world, a kind of resonance weaving together everything we commonly consider separate. Yet Jung was far more than the academic psychologist most people know. He was a mystic, versed in the teachings of Hermeticism, Kabbalah, alchemy, and other occult traditions, an observer of the soul who understood that what we call coincidence is often the echo of a deeper, hidden order, revealed only to those willing to look beyond the obvious. Applied to the phenomenon of twin flames, the idea of synchronicity takes on an almost overwhelming significance. The encounters between two soul fragments, once one and now separated across space, time, and life, often appear random, emerging from the chaos of existence, yet they carry a profound truth. These meetings follow an invisible pattern, an order that brings the divine spark within both fragments back into resonance, and each seeming coincidence can be interpreted as a signal from the soul that the inner and outer worlds are mysteriously synchronized. Ancient mystical traditions have long spoken of such invisible structures guiding human consciousness toward insight, suggesting that experiences of deep connection and synchronous moments are not mere chance, but expressions of a higher law quietly shaping the course of our lives. Jung himself went much further in his writings and private notes than is widely known, leaving us not only with the concepts of archetypes, the collective unconscious, and synchronicity, but also clues to deeper, mystical dimensions of the soul, documented in his personal diaries, journals, and private observations. They reveal a seeker who consciously walked the boundaries between psychology, mysticism, and occultism, who collected dreams, visions, and symbols to discern the patterns of life that extend far beyond the visible. This aspect of Jung is often overlooked, yet it is of immense significance for understanding soul connections, twin flames, and synchronous moments. When we weave together these ancient traditions, the insights of quantum physics, and Jung's vision of a synchronized reality, a picture emerges showing that these coincidences and synchronicities are not trivial whims of fate, but clues to the invisible structure underlying life itself, a network of cause and effect that operates not linearly, but simultaneously, transcending duality, and guiding the attentive toward the greater whole. Yet a mystery remains, a void, a point where formal knowledge ends and personal experience begins. How exactly do these synchronous forces operate? Why do some encounters occur with such precise timing that they seem fated, while others are lost in chaos? And what role does individual consciousness play in this cosmic web? It is precisely at this threshold, this mysterious intersection, that Jung's private notes and the ancient teachings give us a glimpse of a reality not immediately graspable, yet one that builds the tension for all that we are yet to discover, not only about the soul, love, twin flames, and synchronicities, but about the subtle laws of reality itself, the connection between mind and matter, the invisible web that permeates everything, and the possibility that, if we are sufficiently attentive, we may suddenly perceive the patterns revealing that nothing is truly coincidental. And at this point, where the veils begin to lift, arises the question of what Jung himself still kept hidden in his writings, in the symbols, in the visions. A discovery that could perhaps change everything we believe we know about synchronicity, fate, and the deepest secrets of the soul. But here is something few know. It was Jung and his institute that acquired and studied parts of the famous Nag Hammadi scriptures, later published and known as the Jung Codex. Given all we know about coincidences and synchronicities, it is hard to imagine this was mere chance. Rather, it seems like a hidden hint that this ancient knowledge and depth psychology point to the same hidden source. Never heard of Nag Hammadi? Soon on this channel, discover the dark secret that the desert sands revealed, and how it might influence the journey of twin flames. Thank you for watching until the end. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. And if you are interested in the historical, scientific, and mystical background of the phenomenon, the latest discoveries, and ancient secrets, Subscribe to Twin Flame Gnosis.